Hello, welcome back to another vlog. In this vlog, we are going to be doing my weekly reset. My type A brain thrives on resetting, organizing, planning, scheduling, all of the things, which you probably noticed in the last two vlogs, watching the footage back. I noticed how many times I was like, we're gonna be prepared, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I love that, and I feel like we have found such a system in our house that works so well. Me and Jake were actually talking about that the other day. Grocery shopping, meal planning, chores, that stuff used to be stressful. And now it's like we just have this beautiful rhythm of like, okay, we do this, we do this, we do this on this day. Everything just works so perfectly. So I want to give you a little insight on that because I do feel like having a proper reset and plan for your week is truly what sets you up for success. It is the only reason that I am able to manage all of the things: my career, social media, nutrition goals, times with friends and family. Like all of that happens because I prepare myself. I have like an hour until I need to go into the clinic. So I'm going to take you through a few of the chores that I do every single Friday. So typically we do our resets on Friday. It really just depends on the week. This week I'm doing half of it today, which is on Thursday. And then we're gonna do the other half tomorrow on Friday. It really just depends on our schedules, what our apartment is looking like, all of that. But I wanted to film it. So today I have time to film it. So we're gonna film a good chunk of it this morning for you. First things first is I do this every Thursday. I always make a grocery list on Thursdays. So let's go ahead and do that together. I do feel like having a good plan for a grocery list can be really, really challenging, but it is so important. It helps you save money. It helps you not waste groceries. I absolutely hate wasting groceries. It just feels so wrong. So we always make a list. We've gotten really, really good at making a list. I also always plan out our dinners and our lunches. I think through like, what is our week like? How many dinners do we need this week? Do we have any events with family? Any dates planned? Any times where we're gonna need a quick meal on the go? I try and think through all of that while I'm making the grocery list because again, I don't want anything to go to waste. I already have a couple things on the list, and then as you see I have sections that say like Courtney's meal prep, Jake's meal prep, and I kind of count out how many we will have of each. We have a few meals that we absolutely always have, so some of these are actually from last week. Let me delete those. A few meals that we always make is sloppy joes. We both absolutely love those. We'll do those with some potatoes and carrots. Spaghetti we always make. Jake loves to meal prep that for his lunches. Monday is the day that we always do meal prep. Mondays I do not work in the clinic. I work in the clinic Tuesday through Saturday, so Monday's are a really good day for me to prepare things. So typically for lunch, Jake will make a meal. It's usually always spaghetti because we both love to have that meal prepped because it heats up so well and it hits all of our nutritional needs. And so Monday for lunch, he'll usually make the spaghetti and then we'll have that for lunch and then it will be prep. And then I will also meal prep up buffalo dip. Oh, it's one of my favorites. And then we have some wings in the freezer, so I'm going to make sure we eat those up. We'll do that with some salad. Oh, you know what? We have some chicken tenders from Costco, so that would be a really fun dinner. Another salad with that. And then I've also been wanting to make the Skinny Taste pizza dough. So good. And that would be fun on like a Friday night. And then we always have some things that are just like around the house, like sandwich stuff. We always just keep that on hand. We both love sandwiches, especially in the summer. Summer just feels like sandwich season. Let's start with the sloppy joes. So for the sloppy joes, we're gonna need beef, we're gonna need buns, we're gonna need the sloppy joe mix. We also like to put an onion in ours, and then we'll need the potatoes. We don't have any potatoes currently, so that'll be 2 potatoes for that meal, and then we'll need some carrots. Then I go to the spaghetti. So spaghetti will need another thing of beef, spaghetti noodles, and then spaghetti sauce. And then as for the buffalo dip, I'm actually running pretty low on ingredients for that. So I will need bone broth, ranch seasoning, tortilla chips, and then chicken breast. And I also need Laughing Cow cheese and Greek yogurt. And then for the wings and salad, we already have the wings and we already have the sauce, so we just need a salad kit for that. We love salad kits. And then chicken tenders and fries, we already have both of those, so we'll just need another salad kit. And then as for the pizza night, we will need pizza sauce. The Greek yogurt will be used for the pizza dough, and then flour, which we already have flour at home. Pepperoni, we will need mozzarella cheese. And then Jake loves mushrooms on his pizza, so I'm gonna add that here. And it really is just as easy as that for us because we do have such a system in place. So we'll have the sloppy joes for dinner one night, and then me and Jake will each have a meal prep left over for that. Buffalo dip, that makes 4 servings. We can each have 2 of those. The spaghetti makes 6 servings, so we each have a meal, and then we have 2 leftovers each. And so then we each have 5 meal prep servings to eat throughout the week. As for household things, we also need hairspray because I'm running low on that. And as of right now, I think that's everything that we need. Oh, mozzarella, did I spell that wrong? Mozzarella, there we go. Hopefully that's right. I am really not a speller. Let's make a to-do list of what I like to do on my weekly reset. For Thursday, I always do this on Thursday. I always make the grocery list, which we already did. The next thing I always do is I deep clean the cat bowls. I deep clean the cat water bowls and their fountains. I deep clean their litter boxes. We need to wash our bedding. I have a load of laundry in the dryer, so I need to put that away. The only other load of laundry that we need to do is our cottons. And then bathroom deep clean, kitchen deep clean, and a vacuum. Oh, you know what? And wipe down surfaces. So some of the stuff we do during the week, like especially a bathroom deep clean, I will just do that throughout the week if I notice that it needs it, and same with the kitchen. But just so you can see, this is kind of the tasks that we have on our to-do. Next, we're gonna take care of the cats. We don't only do the cat stuff once a week. It really just depends on the week. We do their litter boxes every day. We vacuum every day, but like a deep clean of like fresh bags, taking the litter boxes completely out, vacuuming under, wiping down the surfaces. That's typically on Friday, and it's typically a chore that Jake does, but they really need it today, so I'm gonna do it today anyways. And I'm gonna get our bedding started, put away the load of laundry, all of that stuff. So most of this I think I'm going to get to today. Oh, and then of course we need to go grocery shopping and then meal prepping. So that's kind of the agenda of what we do in a typical weekly reset. So let's get to resetting things. We are gonna start with their feeders. They have microchip feeders because when we got Miko, he needed to have kitten food and Luca needed to have adult food. And it was just a big fight between them wanting each other's food. Now that they are older and eating the same food, I'm actually so glad that we bought these because now I can make sure both of them are eating enough. Let me change the angle here so you can see what I'm doing. Miko loves to have a lot of little toys in his food container. So I'm gonna take those out. He loves my little eyebrow brushes. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take their food out and I'm gonna completely wipe out their feeders. And then the feeders came with an extra little tray, so I just put those ones in because those ones are freshly washed. And I just put their food in there, and then I'll wash these, and then next week I can use these. Next, we are going to completely disassemble their water fountain. I do this every single week. I purposely got a water fountain that is stainless steel so that it can go into the dishwasher. The dishwasher is currently clean. I need to get the dishes out of it. I just put the filter in a bowl, and same with the motor. And then once the water fountain is done out of the dishwasher, I can put it all back together because obviously you're not gonna put this in the dishwasher. We also have just like normal bowls of water for our cats, so these get washed. I would say more often, like probably twice a week, but I'm just gonna dump these out. Again, these can just go right in the dishwasher. These are just ceramic bowls. And then in the meantime, I just give them water in these bowls. Hey Luca, can you come make sure I have those in the right spot? I don't know if I got your feeders mixed up. Okay. They're in the wrong spot. Thank you. For the last cat device, we have our Pet Kit water fountain. I'm just gonna wash off this little tray here. I just buy the filters in bulk, and then I have in my calendar set like every X amount of days to change them, because otherwise I would forget. Nothing would make me feel worse than my cats drinking like nasty water. Honestly, this Pet Kit one is their absolute favorite, so this is the most important one to be clean. Next is going to be the litter boxes. I'm gonna take the litter boxes out, new bags, vacuum everything really beautiful for them. They're gonna appreciate it. We currently use plastic litter boxes with these just like drawstring bags. These are what we change every single week. Miko's nails will get caught in these plastics, and that's just bothersome for him. And so we wanna get stainless steel, because if you don't put a bag in a plastic litter box, it smells so bad. So if you have any experience with stainless steel litter boxes, let me know how they are. There's so many different options on Amazon, but that is definitely on our like to buy list. just gonna do a nice deep clean vacuum of our entire apartment because might as well, we've got the vacuum out. We got a lot done. I'm feeling so good. I need to transition now to like focusing on work. I need to eat some lunch and then I need to head into the clinic. But let's look at the to-do and see what we got off of the to-do list today. So we got the grocery list, deep clean the cat food bowls, deep clean the cat water bowls, deep clean the cat litter box, wash our bedding, done. Put away load of laundry, wipe down surfaces, vacuum whole apartment, done. Cotton load of laundry, I'm gonna let Jake do that tomorrow. Bathroom deep clean, I just did a deep clean like 2 days ago, so we don't need to do that. So I'm just gonna check that off. As for kitchen deep clean, the only thing left to do is the stainless steel. I love when the stainless steel is sparkling. So I'll probably do that tomorrow because I just do not have time today. If I forgot anything, we'll catch up about it tomorrow. I am gonna take you through the entire day. Nico's scratching his tree if you hear that. But tomorrow we have a really fun Friday. We have grocery shopping, meal prepping. I have some patients to see in the clinic. I have a tattoo removal appointment, which we can talk more about that tomorrow. And then me and Jake are gonna go on a date night. So it's gonna be a really good Friday. We will catch up tomorrow. I am starving. I am gonna go have some lunch.
What a wonderful life. How lucky am I that I get to hold your pretty hands in mine. Clouds in the sky, nah, when you're by my side. It's like the sun is shining from those eyes. And darling, when you look at me, I forget how to breathe. The noise starts turning to a song. I was blind,
I just want all of the
now
water
I
bowls
see.
and
Looked for eternity, but you were right there all along. You're where I belong. You're where I belong. With you by my side.
so happy to have your fountain back? He loves these water fountains. This one needs some new food. So let's get you that. There you go. The last reset chore is the stainless steel, so we're gonna do that right now, and then I'm gonna make some breakfast.
It's true, I'm ruined by you. So over my head, what can I do? Can't even see straight without you. And I can't lie, get me so nervous, I'm better than wine. People say love is fleeting, then why does every day with you feel like the happiest
Kind of
day of
early,
my
and
life?
I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna make breakfast, and then we're gonna get ready for the day. Shoot, I totally forgot that we are out of strawberries, we are out of bananas, we're out of all of the fruit because we're going grocery shopping today. Okay, we're gonna have to pivot breakfast a little bit. Here's what I came up with because I don't have any fiber in the house. I have a couple of eggs, 2 pieces of sourdough, 1 with butter, and 1 with Biscoff cookie butter. This is my substitution for no fiber, but it's gonna be so delicious. This stuff is so good. If you haven't tried it, you definitely need to try it. Hello, good morning. It is time to do our makeup. First things first, let's do a check-in on the to-do list and see how all of that is going. If you can hear the dryer right now, the cottons are in the laundry. I did a kitchen deep clean this morning, as you saw. Now all we need to do is grocery shopping and meal prepping, which we are doing later today. My schedule is kind of back to back once I go into the clinic. I have patients today, and then I have my tattoo appointment. I'm gonna run to Trader Joe's, then I'm gonna run home, then we're gonna run to Target, get our groceries, we're gonna drop those off, and then we're gonna go on our date. My mom texted me. I got some new products from Sephora. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I post a lot more in real time on my stories, a lot of fun things. I just got home from Sephora and I wanted to show you a haul of what I got because I am so excited about the products that I got. I was feeling so inspired after getting my makeup done by Darian to switch up my routine. I am someone who uses all powder. You've been seeing that in my makeup routines, and I've been doing the same makeup routine since high school. What better time to do like fun new makeup? I have like quite a few hours before I need to go to work. I almost feel lost this morning because typically I do everything that I did yesterday today on Friday mornings. That is so okay. Now I have more time. I can play around with makeup. And then you guys can give me any tips and tricks that you have on using cream products. I'm wetting my makeup sponge. Sometimes I find it just sits on my skin really weird. But I did try them really quickly yesterday and I kind of loved how it looked. And so now that I have some more time, I can sit and kind of play around a little bit more and we can kind of chat through it. I also really want to get a new foundation just to try something new because I've been using this CoverGirl one forever and I do really like it. But I have found that it's more of a lighter coverage and that's why I pack all that powder on top. And now I'm switching to a translucent powder and so it doesn't really give the same effect. And Alyssa has one. It's the KVD foundation, and whenever she wears it, it just looks so good. And so I really want to try that one. But I already did my skincare this morning. I did it like an hour or so before I was going to do my makeup just to reduce the risk of any pilling. I am trying out a new sunscreen because that Korean sunscreen that I was waiting for a few weeks, I've determined breaks me out. Because while I was waiting for it, my skin cleared up and I was like, that's interesting. I started using it, my skin broke out, and so I stopped using it for a few days. Skin cleared up, used it one time, and my skin broke out. That's kind of a bummer because I really love that sunscreen. I love the way that it sits on my skin. It doesn't burn my eyes, it doesn't pill, but you know what? The breakouts are not worth it. I also just realized I wanted to do my eyes first. And now I have foundation on. I'm gonna use my concealer as a base. Yeah, I'll just do, you know what? It'll be fine. We'll just do the eyes first, even though I have foundation on, because then if I make any mistakes, I can just touch that up. I'm not gonna do anything crazy for the eye look. What I am gonna do is just my bronzer. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna use the Naked Half Baked, one of these like little mini eyeshadow palettes. I think I'm gonna use Half Baked, which is just like a really light gold. Next, we're gonna do a little bit of eyeliner. Eyeliner is always so risky for me because I feel like it can completely ruin the look. I'm going to use this Sephora Brush Tip Liquid Eyeliner, waterproof. And this is a brown one, just an O2 brown. It's one of those pen ones. I love these. So I'm gonna do little teeny tiny wings and I'll be back. The teeny tiny wings are now done. I'm gonna touch up my foundation like from where my fingers were touching my face. They definitely turned into much bigger wings than I was expecting. Next, we're gonna do concealer. And I have quite a few breakouts because of that sunscreen. I'm glad I figured out what it was though, because I was breaking out for almost an entire year. And I could not figure out what it was. Here's where the entire routine changes for me because I'm used to using a powder that has a ton of coverage. So you're able to hide a lot of imperfections from the foundation or the concealer or fine lines or acne, but we're not going to do that today. What we're going to do is we're going to go in with a cream bronzer, which again, I always used powder. So this is my first really go at using cream. So I got these Patrick Ta ones because I love that there's 2-in-1, the cream and the powder, and they're meant to go together. It makes it really easy for someone who's new. So this one is in the shade She's Bronzed. I'm going to go in with the cream. I know that Patrick actually recommends doing the powder first. Makes me a little bit nervous, so I'm just gonna go with the cream and then set it with the powder. And I'm just using one of these, what is this brand? Real Techniques brushes. And I'm gonna just kind of put it in the same spot that I would put powder, just with a little bit of a lighter hand. And I used this yesterday and it blends really, really well. What's nice is these are so buildable, whereas I feel like powder kind of just is what it is. Next, we're gonna do the cream blush. And I again got a Patrick Ta and I got the shade Oh She's Different. I'm typically like a shimmery, peachy blush kind of girl, so I wanted something just a little bit different. The name, that's funny, Oh She's Different, which is kind of what I was going for. And this is what I've learned I have to be really, really careful with applying because this is very pigmented compared to what I'm used to using. I hope this isn't boring. I'm kind of just chatting about makeup. I think that's fun. And then I'm gonna go in with a liquid highlighter. This is also my first time using a liquid highlighter. This is the Rare Beauty in the shade Exhilarate. They only have this in a mini and it is so beautiful. It's like the perfect gold shimmer. And then I've just been using my fingers to blend it in. Like the warmth of my fingers makes it more seamless in the skin. Oh yeah, that just looks like such a nice healthy glow. I don't really like the way it looks on my nose, so I'm just going to get rid of some of that. Okay, now we're ready for powder. This is the exact powder that Darian used. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in Ultra Blur. And then I ordered these little puffs from Amazon. I kind of just do what I see other people do. I don't really know exactly what to do, but I kind of packed it on and then I dabbed off the extra there. And then I know you do kind of your T-zone, so we'll do that. And I think you can put a lot because you can wipe off the extra, right? This is not a tutorial. This is just me playing around with new makeup. Let's make that very clear. So I guess this is kind of similar to my other technique. It just doesn't have color because it is still like packing it on. Is this considered baking? I don't know. Ooh, okay. Yesterday I did this, but I don't think I used enough yesterday because my pores right here looked super weird. And now today they look much better. I'm gonna do in between my eyebrows here. And then I'm gonna take kind of a lot. I see people doing this and going underneath. I think that's the bake, right? And then you wipe that off. And then we'll set everything with the powder while this is sitting like this, I think. I'm gonna go back in with that Patrick Ta. What I love is that flap, so now I can dip my brush and it's not gonna get into any of the cream. I'm gonna dip my brush into the powder and I'm gonna just set this up here. And then I really like to bronze my neck, so I'm gonna do that. I am gonna take a big powder brush now and I'm gonna dust off this extra. I'm gonna use that same Oh She's Different, the powder one. This I've learned you have to be very light-handed with because it is very, very pigmented. I've learned one little dab is plenty. I feel like I got it a little bit too far in the center here. I don't really know how you fix that with translucent powder. I'll just try and blend it a little bit. Then I'm going to take the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. This is the Snake one, and the shade that I love is Metallic Strobe Powder in Infinite Strobe Light. I honestly need to order this because it is such a pretty highlight. I'm gonna just do that everywhere where I put highlighter. Now it is time for brows. Makeup is done. I will check back in once I finish this hair. Hair is done. I decided to do a sleek look just because I did do heavier makeup, so I just used my Wavy Talk thermal brush. My hairstylist did tell me that these can cause quite a bit of damage because you can't control the temperature very well and you don't know how hot it's getting. So I try not to use this super often, but I basically just did like a nice sleek kind of blowout look. I love styling my bangs with this. Next up on the agenda is I'm gonna put this laundry away in just a bit, and then we're gonna go to work.
I'm drowning again. Can't feel my face. 흐려지는 가의 눈물. And it's all 'cause of you. There we go again.
I just finished with my patients for the day. So what I'm going to do now, because I have a little chunk of time before I need to go to my appointment, is I'm going to prep for next week. That is something that I always do as well. I love prepping for everything in my life, but I also just love being prepared for work. It just makes the work week that much easier. So I look at my schedule. If there's anything that I need to do for the patients that are scheduled, I make sure to do that. Oh, you know what? I actually do have something that I need to do now that I'm seeing my schedule for next week. I get all my notes together, super bills together, everything that I need to have ready for the work week, I do that. And once I get done with all of the work stuff, we will chat about my tattoo removal because we haven't talked about that yet. I just finished at work and I am just about to head to my tattoo removal appointment. And so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that because we've never talked about it on the vlog, and I am a year into my tattoo removal process so far. And it has truly been one of the best decisions and best investments that I have ever made. I got my tattoos when I was really young. When I was 18, I got my first one, which is the one here on my arm. I knew right away after the guy did it that I didn't like it, but I was too embarrassed to tell anyone. I mean, it was a tattoo, it's permanent. What am I gonna do about not liking it? So I always knew that when I had enough money, I was going to get it removed. Well, then of course I was young and I went ahead and got 3 more tattoos. I just never loved them. I didn't really know that you can find artists who specialize in certain work or that you should look at their portfolio before they tattoo you. I just always thought, oh, it's tiny little dainty tattoos, like everyone's going to be able to do what I want them to do. Now, of course, I've learned that people specialize in different types of work. You should really do your research. I didn't know that at the time, and so I just don't love the way any of my tattoos looked, and I never have, but it was always something I just kind of kept inside. I would have been crushed if someone in my life said like, oh yeah, your tattoos are bad. Now they're allowed to say it because they're coming off. Shortly after moving home, I went to a few consultations in the area. I actually had some really bad experiences, so if you guys want to know more about like how I picked the right place, let me know. I won't go on a whole rant about that right now. The place that I ended up picking is super awesome and I've had nothing but an incredible experience so far. My tattoos are coming off beautifully. I've had no scarring, nothing. I've had no adverse reactions at all. I will say it is so painful. Like, I am dreading going. I dread it every single time. I like want to cancel every single time, but it is worth it. I have 3 on my arms, 1 on my rib cage. The one on my arms you can do during summer, but if you have any sun exposure, there is an increased risk of scarring. And so I'd rather just be safe rather than sorry. I do not want any scarring. It's one thing to have a tattoo you don't like. It's another thing to have like a half removed tattoo with scars on it. And so I'm only doing the one on my ribcage, which does make it a little bit easier, but the one on my ribcage is so incredibly painful to the point where my body goes into fight or flight while they're doing it. It is so, I don't know. It is so painful. It's very fast, but it really sucks in the moment. Last time it was a little bit better, so I'm hoping because it's faded so much that it will be even better this time. I guess we will see. It takes like 5 minutes, the entire appointment. It's super quick. I absolutely am not going to film in there because it is something that makes me so nervous and so uncomfortable, like the removal process. So I will go and get that done, and then we will catch up after and I'll let you know how it goes. I will also put up pictures on the screen of all of my different tattoos and how beautifully they're fading. Especially this one, it feels like, oh my gosh, nothing has changed with it until I look back at how dark it used to be. Back home from my appointment. That surprisingly went so well. I'll be honest with you, I was so nervous going into it. I almost like wanted to cancel. I didn't want to let her do it. She did a couple of test pulses and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to tolerate this. But because my tattoo is fading so much, it was much quicker this time, which I'm so grateful for because it is just not fun. It's not comfortable. It's a very sharp and very hot pain. I'm going to ice my tattoo now for about 48 hours. You're not allowed to put anything on it for 48 hours. No hot baths, no showers, like hot showers, no lotions, no creams, nothing. After the 48 hours is up, I will put this Aquaphor little balm stick on it. It works so well because you can just rub it all over because it will start to feel like a sunburn. That's how it feels afterwards. Just hot and itchy, nothing super painful, not sore or anything like that. More just annoying. And now we are set. My next appointment isn't until November, which is crazy. That's when we'll start my arms back up. I had a new girl today, which is partly why I was so nervous. She was so sweet. I'm just so excited to have her again next time. Like, she just made the experience that much better. So that is checked off my to-do list. Feels so good. I feel like an accomplished adult actually going to my appointment. Also, I keep staring at myself because I am just shocked at how long my hair has gotten. I am just so proud of my hair health. But let's do a little Trader Joe's haul. We go to Trader Joe's probably like once a month, sometimes maybe more, and we honestly go there for just yummy treats. We don't really go there for our groceries, but there's a couple things that we get there every single time. First thing is these dark chocolate covered pretzels. These are delicious. I love having these as like a nice sweet treat throughout the day sometimes. I also got these pomegranate seeds. These technically aren't in season. Pomegranate seeds are one of my favorite fruits, so I wanted to try them and see if they're any good. Plus, taking the seeds out of the fruit is such a pain in the butt, so I'm kind of hoping those are good. I got some sourdough. This is the just sliced sourdough. Alyssa had a Trader Joe's sourdough and it was so delicious, so I'm hoping this is the right one. And then I got these gluten-free breaded shrimp. Savannah showed me these. These are amazing and perfect for a quick dinner. I really got out of the habit of quick dinners when I was gluten-free, but now that I'm not gluten-free anymore, I've been loving having just 1 or 2 quick meals available at all times just in case. Wish I would have known about these because these are delicious. They taste so good. Even as someone who's not gluten-free, I absolutely love throwing these in a salad. Jake will even just eat them with some cocktail sauce. So good. So that's a repurchase. And then me and Jake's dessert. This is Jake's favorite. He loves the mochi vanilla. I always get him 2 boxes at a time of these. And then my dessert of choice is the Hold the Cone. I love their coffee one best, but they haven't had that in a while, so their chocolate chip is a close second. I love the ones that have the dark chocolate cone and the dark chocolate chocolate. I'm a dark chocolate girly. These are my favorite sweet treat to have after dinner. And because we don't go very often, I always grab 2 boxes at a time. So that is all that we got from Trader Joe's. I am gonna lay down and ice. I'm waiting for Jake to get home from his appointment. It was only supposed to be like an hour, but it is running a little bit longer. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and just ice, rest, watch some YouTube, and then we will get on with her grocery shopping. I just woke up from a little nap with Luca. It was so sweet. But Jake is just getting done with his appointment. It took over 3 hours. It was supposed to only take an hour. So I'm gonna touch up my makeup. Can You tell I was sleeping. And be ready for our date. We're gonna go on our date first and then see if we have the energy for grocery shopping. I'm honestly gonna leave that up to Jake since he was the one who was gone like all day at this appointment. Honestly, my makeup's looking pretty good. I think just a tiny bit of powder. My T-zone, cleaning up my eyeliner. This is the thing that I do like about the creams. I feel like it all just blends into your skin like so well throughout the day. And then I'm gonna take my blush brush. I'm not gonna add any more blush just because it is so pigmented. I'm gonna just put the tiniest bit more blush, and then I'm gonna do a little bit more highlight. Oh, and I also looked up this highlight shade. You cannot buy it as an individual, which is such a bummer because it's my favorite highlighter that I've ever used. I'm gonna just blend through my crease. That will usually get rid of any creasing that I might have going on. Then I'm not gonna touch eyebrows or eyelashes because that can just get kind of cakey and mess things up. I am gonna redo my lip liner. I'm gonna just wipe off my chapstick. Then I typically powder over my lips to make the lip liner stay. I'm going to use Pillow Talk because it's my favorite. Then I'm gonna use a Too Faced Lip Injections gloss. These glosses are my favorite. Makeup touch-ups are done. I'm just going to restyle my bangs with my Wavy Talk brush. I think everything else is perfectly fine. This really is the perfect tool for bangs. Makes it so easy. Like, are you kidding? They look so polished every time. We're gonna spray with some hairspray now. Hair and makeup is done. And here's the outfit. I'm keeping it very easy, but I'm doing the Skims dress because it's so comfy and I've been dying to get a chance to wear it. I'm going to use some of this Nuxe, what is this? Multi-purpose dry oil. It's beautiful. I got this in Paris at one of the pharmacies. I do believe you can order it from Amazon though. But it is so pretty, the perfect body glow, and it doesn't make you feel oily or greasy. A little bit of sheen, a little bit of color. I think I'm just gonna keep my simple gold jewelry on that I'm wearing too. We're not going anywhere fancy by any means. We're just going to Red Cow. If you live in Minnesota, you know Red Cow is delicious American food. And ever since we went to the Ribbon in New York, I'm craving buffalo cauliflower again. So that is why we're going to Red Cow, to get some buffalo cauliflower.
I'm driving again. Can't feel my face. 흐려진 눈가에 눈물.
No peanut butter.
Some pickles on the side for you too. Yum. Made it.
There we go again.
It's raining.
We push and we fight with all our might to something great. Will this ever change? And it's keeping me awake. 또 할 말이 없어 넌. Baby, can I catch a break? Guess not.
We might have overdone it on the eggs.
And it's much too late to say. We
Just got home. It is literally 9 o'clock. This is typically when we go to bed, but the day kind of just got away from us. Things didn't go completely as planned, but that's so okay. We got everything off of our to-do list. So the meal prepping will actually happen on Monday. I always do a little bit of ingredient prepping, like I'll do these apples tonight. I cut these up, put them in a serving size baggie so that I can easily take them to work with me. And then I do that with carrots too, because I commonly have carrots with my meals to get some color and some fiber. And they're just really easy to transport, don't get soggy, you know, they taste the same when you take them. Then on Monday, we will do the meal prepping. So Jake will make the spaghetti, I will make the buffalo dip. I'm gonna make a reel all about that on Monday. So if you want to see the exact recipe of like what I'm eating for my meal preps and like my lunches and my dinners, follow me on Instagram to see that. We only just recently started meal prepping and it has changed our lives. Actually, we've probably been doing it for like 3 to 6 months and it's completely changed our lives. It's just so nice because sometimes we have different work schedules. We both always eat lunch on the go, so it's really nice to just have it like made and ready. Let me show you to our fridge. This is usually like stocked up with our meal prep. We have some mushrooms for Jake, my pomegranate seeds, bread, egg overflow. We had a little bit of a miscommunication on how many eggs we had left, but that's totally okay. And then these are all of Jake's beverages. He loves sparkling water, so we're giving this Waterloo a try. We've never tried this one for him. Those are all of his. These are my protein shakes. This is our produce drawer. So here's some of the carrots from last week. We have our meat here. And then this is our cheese and like lunch meat drawer. You can see that. And then I was so excited because they finally had the orange cream poppy. I have not been able to find this, so we stocked up on that. We have some Greek yogurt and Jake got some olives, and that's kind of it. I am going to prep up these apples and carrots, and then I'm gonna get ready and I'm gonna watch Alyssa's new vlog because she just posted the one of Zane's bachelor party, and I'm so eager to see it because I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to be in the video.
I hate saying this because then everyone on Twitter is like, you're lying, I hate you. I was supposed to be in the video.
Really?
I hope you guys enjoyed this reset routine video. If you have any questions or things you want me to go more in depth on, we have all the time in the world, so we can chat about that in another vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. The tripod is on cold. Oh my goodness, I just spilled water everywhere. We're really extra. Surely it doesn't go this way, does it? Oh, had it in the wrong way. There's little birds bathing in little puddles. How cute. Oh my god, he's going crazy. Oh, there's a bug.